Day 28th January 2026. It is about 8:30 on my computer and 8:27 on my phone. I'm not sure why the discrepancy. Either ways, I just go back. If you have seen this top this week, it's just proof that it's my own, right? So please ignore, okay? I just got back from work and yes, see the difference. Why do we even bother with makeup in the first place? Anyways, um, I went, I went, I went for a service of songs from work today. Hi, I went for a service of songs, and I don't do well in those kind of situations because I went for one a few years ago and I was crying more than the bereaved, and not because I am loving the person so much, because the person was my colleague's brother, but I love my colleague, so it was like the love I have for my colleague that I was passing on to the brother and crying. Either ways, I don't do well in situations like that, so I try not to be in situations like that. But this one, I had to honor him, so I went for the service of songs, and when I started doing like this, I wore glasses so that I can disguise stuff, and then I carried a book and I got the like the what's it called, so I could do this, I found myself many techniques not to cry. Either ways, I cried a little, so I'm trying to wipe off my face and do this at the same time, so bear with me, right? I think it makes it more interesting, don't you think? Okay, so another set of bad news. Well, anyways, whatever it is, I lost a colleague today. As per, this person woke up in the morning, set out for work, and never got there. Never got to work. I have been in this kind of situations because I'm such an empath and I will cry. But if I do cry, just ignore, because it's what it is, right? It's very sad. He's one of our security men. Apparently, by his line manager, he's one of the strongest guys that he could trust. And the guy left his home this morning and got hit by a hit and run person, and no responsibility, no nothing. Left guy was declared DOA at the hospital, dead on arrival. As if that's not enough, today I met with one of my colleagues that I haven't seen. It's a colleague, right? I haven't seen this person for a very long time. In fact, the person was like, I'm trying not to disclose male or female. Did you notice? The person was like, that they sent me a Christmas, was it Christmas or birthday? So months ago, that she sent me a message and I didn't respond. I said, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It's not for disinterest. It's just my headphone. So I asked her to just check in with me tomorrow to see where she was at. Okay, I've disclosed she. Ask me why I know. When she said, oh, I'm on sleeping drugs, ask me why I know the name of the sleeping drug. I said, is it amitriptyline? She said, yes, that one. I said, wow, we definitely need to talk. You need to come and see me. I don't know what's going on, because for some reason I saw her just randomly and I said, how are you? How are you? Then I slowed it even further. How are you? And with every time I slowed it down, her fine was less and less convincing. It was like she needed to vent, but there was no real person to, no, maybe not no person, but she just needed to vent. Let's leave it like that. And she he's not alive. He's gone. He's gone to be with the Lord. DOA, dead on arrival. That's what I said. So anyways, she I said, ask me why I know about this drug, because I've been on it before. And when I was on it, I was taking one a day, and I didn't even take beyond 3 days. This girl has been on 2 a day for months. 2 a day of a sleeping drug, which that doubles as an antidepressant. That's terrible. Anyways, so we need to figure out how to. She's already talking to a therapist, so I'm happy about that. But I feel like that dosage is too much. And she's like, oh, you know what? She can't sleep. So, like, I'm going to be on her like white on rice. Because, yes, I mean, everybody has their own thing that they're dealing with. But the truth is that you have to leave space for others. Leave space for others. And if I go back to the service of songs I went for today, that guy did a lot of that, because the people in the room were not, it didn't feel church, right? But there were people who held him, like, they held some level, a lot of respect for this guy. You know, people come and say, he was a nice guy, he was friendly. It was how he loved God, how he loved his family, and how he worked tirelessly as a worker. And I started thinking, when you two go and be with the Lord, would this be your story? What's your own story going to be like? You know that we have the opportunity to write that story before we go, and also take really fine pictures. But right story. I'm just trying to bring some humor to this, but he had really nice pictures. That's a given. He had really nice pictures, and I feel like take the time, take some really nice pictures when you're alive, because they can't leave your eyes open like this when you're dead to take the pictures, and you know you must represent, right? So take some nice pictures while you have the time. So you never know when. But just so I'm less dark today, there's been progress with Chocos, and I am sure that even though we didn't have chairs at the time I left, even if we didn't have the kitchen set up already and it's 4 days to go, we will open on Sunday, we'll serve food, we'll serve a lot of food, and we'll be profitable. Yes. So what am I thankful for today? Hey, the grace to go out and come back home. The grace to go out on a daily basis and come back home. Do you know how overrated it is? Underrated rather it is. Where we just say, don't worry, I'll see you later, and I'll go jam. By God's grace. By God's grace. Because you will never know. And it's not to be dark and mysterious. It's just to have a consciousness that we have to live every day by the Spirit of God. 1, 2, with a legacy mindset that sooner you will no more. All the wealth that your grandparents and your great-grandparents were amassing, where is it today? The houses they built, if it's not rotten somewhere, it's rented to someone else that doesn't care about it as much as they did. So the consciousness of that should keep us sort of in a place of thanksgiving, 1, 2, of legacy building. What will be said of me when I leave? When they are giving the eulogy of this person in her life, or tributes and all that, what would they say? Would it be a thin line across board? Everybody's saying the same thing. So that's what I took away from today. And I am grateful for the grace that you go out, you come back home. No incidents, no accidents, nothing missing, nothing broken. It is grace. Celebrate grace. All right, so I am going to hop off now because I need to like settle in before I hop on my next call, which is at 9 o'clock, and I can't be late for it because it's a virtual call. You can't be late for a virtual call, right? So we'd love to see you. Ooh. Thank you very much. All right. Good night for now. See you tomorrow.